Hello everyone, and welcome back to another WARNO deck deep dive. This time we go into the 27th Guards, the Soviet high-tech division, which just got added into WARNO, and which is quite an interesting mix for sure. Before we jump into this though, quick shout out to two major tournaments coming to WARNO. Yes, we have been a bit on a slumber here on SDL when it comes to bigger WARNO events over the last couple of months, because we were waiting for WARNO to get into a good state, and WARNO is in a pretty solid state right now. We have great player numbers, we have pretty good balance all around, all divisions are somewhat playable, and we thought we have to follow it up, and we followed it up big time. We will have two major tournaments coming up in October and November, with WARNO League and WARNO League Super Tournament coming around. WARNO League Super Tournament starting it all up on the 28th and 29th of October with a really hot weekend full of high-level single elimination action, and then we go for the really big event for WARNO League Season 0. 3 divisions with all skill levels welcome, be playing it out there, just like SD League. Similar format to WARNO League Season 0. We will now go into 0.5, getting ready for the WARNO launch, which we are getting closer as well to. And yeah, there will be prize money on the line. There will be a lot of action, so check it out in the link down below on the website. And also be around on Friday for some more Friday Night WARNO action with Eugen. All the information for that on the website as well. With that said, let's jump in here into some lovely, lovely hot stuff here. As logistics is the first tab, where we have a nice mix. We have a lot of supply here with URLs and MTLBs. We have BTRs and BMPs as CVs, both good CVs. Nice. BTR is nice and fast and can defend itself a bit at least. It can annoy helicopters, can kill off some infantry that runs out on it. And the BMP-2K can kill off annoying recon vehicles and so on decently as well. So I like both of these CVs quite a bit. And then infantry tab, we have more CVs over here with a Motostrelki in BMP-2, but most important infantry in this tab is the Motostrelki with the RPG-27, which is great to push enemies' vehicles out of close quarter combat areas, and then the BMP-2 AG, which is fantastic to hit enemy infantry, as it has the great grenade launcher in the rear on the turret. And that thing got buffed decently again. Grenade launchers are quite scary again, so this makes these infantry units really, really good as well. They're a bit pricey, but they are worth it for sure. Motostrelki Medis coming in BTRs here. You have the Motostrelki RPG-26 to come in fast and quick. Conquerors M being good. ATGMs here with 23 penetration. Really helping these divisions out to deal with heavier tanks. And then we have some 30mm, as I said, AGS being buffed again, so they are somewhat worth it. The Odleni Poderichki to have really good anti-tank. These guys together with Saperis, usually the ones for the normal infantry fighting sectors, where you have some CQC infantry and then some anti-tank to keep any IFVs out of there. And that is really strong. Artillery tab, I'm still trying to figure out how strong this thing here exactly is. I believe it's pretty strong though, and I'm gonna use it further. The Akatsia, currently a lot of fun. And then we have the Nonna SVK, which is fast, which is agile, and yet in a pinch can be used for direct pushing. Usually you want to use it for its artillery role though. But a nice versatile unit here as well. Like both of these. The Grad I have seen used quite a lot as well. I'm still not a fan of it though. I still feel like it needs a bit of a buff still to be super worth it, as it's just so supply exhausting that you run out of supply so quickly. Tank tab is solid. You get all you need. I like the Spruts. I like the Conquerors M. The TADBVs are fantastic here to help out with any kind of tank combat. I believe 8 is enough. Maybe you want to change out the Sprut for another one, but I feel like the Sprut can be really nice on the flank to just hold that, with especially if you have a nice angle there to hold the front line. 23 penetration is just so brutal. It's on a lower range, so it's the same penetration as some other guns that have stacked up at this point, but it's still good. Recon tab, we have some BMP2s here. with Recon together with the Motor Razvedka, and for the fast start, the BTR-80s with the Spets Razvedka. Me-24K, super important in this deck as you don't have much forward deployment, so against heavy forward deployment decks, this thing is absolutely key. And I would take it always, as you have seen in my, or if you're not having seen it, watch it in my top 5 Recon. It's really highly regarded there as well. It's one of my favorite units in the game at the moment when it comes to strength. It's really, really strong. AA-wise, we don't use any Thors here at the moment, which is a shame. I hope the Thor becomes worthwhile, but I believe it is not worthwhile at the moment. I'd rather use Strellat and M3s because they can't be hit by enemy seed, and they have the same anti-helicopter range, and against aircraft, Thor is not that great anyways, so you might as well use the Strellas here, which have decent accuracy there as well and decent damage. Like, the Thor only has 5% more accuracy, and the anti-aircraft range is a bit mitigated by the radar system. Tunguska is good against helicopters because it can also stun them down with the cannons. Same goes against planes. It always deals some damage if they fly over it, which is reliable, and it only costs you 25 points more. So I rather took Tunguskas. The missile have lower accuracy, but the gun is giving you reliability, which is really nice. And then Iglas, nice for the front line. Yeah, you could maybe consider taking ZSUs or maybe more Iglas instead of more Strellas, but I think the AA tab is still rather fine. Just hope the Thor becomes worthwhile eventually. Helicopter tab, the Me-24V rocket and the Me-24V AA. The AA, pretty important to keep enemy helicopters out of your zone. Like, this thing is pretty strong to be used against Apaches and so on, to just zone them out. So you want to keep it alive. And then the Me-24V rocket, pretty affordable and tank helicopter. It can also be used against all other kind of soft targets. And yeah, the four cons eventually will run out, but they still will put the enemy in to some trouble, and they will need to respond to it. And for 140 points, that's a lot of work that it does with that. And then AA tab, you want to stay clear in the skies, so MiG-23s, and then MiG-27 here in case you need something bombed. T8 in my eyes, too expensive for only having T10 ACM. Gets killed too easily here, so I'm not a fan of that. And the MiG-23s here, really key to win the sky battles together with the MiG-29s, which you kind of need to keep your ground forces rolling. And as I said, like, your AA is fantastic against helicopters. The 3,000 meter range on the Strellas and the Tunguskas make that really nice, but against aircraft you have a bit more trouble, so having 2 cards of fighters here is pretty essential. They're not the best fighters anyway, so you need to be careful there. And yeah, this deck mostly plays around this tab here. If your BMP2s, AGs are super key. Your Conquerors M are really, really important as well. And then the tank tab is assisting that nicely. The Recon tab, quite strong as well. Better than the 39th. The Spets Razvedka here really doing a good bit of work as well. The RPG 26 there is nice. So this is for sure key as well. And then this just keeps it clean above the wave of T80BVs and BMP-2AGs that you throw at the enemy, whilst the helicopters are doing their part as well, but it's nothing special here. Artillery, the Akatsiya, is good at killing out enemy anti-tank gun positions and enemy ATGM positions, and that is pretty key if you want to play around your armored forces which get one-shotted by ATGMs and anti-tank guns. So I use them quite commonly as well, and I'm looking forward to how it will go into the rank that we will play with this match. I hope you do as well, and I hope to see you all in League, guys. I'm really excited for the upcoming months and weeks. If you want to support us with the organizational stuff, contact us on Discord, and if you want to support us on the channel, consider giving a like, consider giving a follow, and I see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye, and have a great day.